Oh, man. Mm. 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 Wow. Holy crap. Mm. Wow. Oh my gosh. Hey y'all. Oh, wow. Just kind of woke me up. Let's get things going. How about it?
Gather round, y'all, it's radio time. Flash and flying, all in a run. Who's the hero that swings through the sky? Shout it loud, don't be shy. Who's the dude with claws so mean? Sit in the scene. Can you name this metal king? Answer now, like a zine. Comic books and super foes. Oh yeah, trivia thunder, here we go. Who's the fastest on their toes? Come on now, let's see who knows. Who's the lady with the lasso? Truth and justice, she's a pro. Who's the knight in Gotham's glow? Feel the beat, let's go with the flow. Questions coming like a storm. Keep it funky, keep it warm. Superheroes big and small. Can you answer them all? Comic books and super foes. Ooh yeah. Trivia thunder, here we go. Who's the fastest on their toes? Come on now, let's see who knows. Questions coming like a storm. Keep it funky, keep it warm. Superheroes big and small. Can you answer them all? Comic books and super foes. Ooh yeah. Trivia thunder, here we go. Who's the fastest on their toes? Come on now, let's see who knows. Gather round, y'all, it's radio time. Flash and flying, all in a run. Who's the hero that swings through the sky?
Hey everybody. I'm awake. I wasn't a minute ago. I woke up before Will had to call me. How about that? So let's see who all's here. Brian, LCS. Hey man, thanks for coming. Jeff, Adamantium Blade Comics. Pops, good to see you, man. Will, yeah, I'm good, man. Jay, I was almost asleep. Space Case Collectibles, Matt, and Henry. Well, we're gonna start with the not the crossword puzzle. That's not first. So we're going to go ahead and do the closest guess quiz game. And we'll find out what kind of questions we got. These will be a little different. Hey, Aaron. Thanks for coming, man. Oh, gosh. And I do have a hangout scheduled for after the show at 10 o'clock. So anybody want to join and hang out a bit, be sure to come on in. So, what is the speed of light in kilometers? Okay, we have to go with the metric here. So that gives all you non-American people an advantage. That sounds good, Jay. I really have no idea in metric. Gotta answer quick. Ooh. 300,000 kilometers an hour. Like Jay got the closest. And Wellbore, Berry, welcome y'all. I don't think y'all were quite quick enough to get your answer in. Okay, what decade was the simulation program with the integrated circuit emphasis simulator introduced? I'm sure all of y'all know that. I don't even know what that is, and I'm a science guy. The SPICE program. Is that maybe something from Dune? Whew. I'm betting it was in the 1960s. I think 1970s, 72. Looks like Henry got that one closest. Henry and Matt. Good job. Matt was just a little quicker, I guess. Now we have to find out what that is. So what is the minimum speed of a meteoroid when it enters the Earth's atmosphere? Now this one's in miles. Go figure. Not sure why this one is in miles and all the others seem to be in kilometers. They like to mix things up a bit. You know, I actually remember this came up recently somewhere in something I was reading. I think it was a Facebook post. I'm a member of some of those science groups. It must have been in that. So 25,000 miles an hour is the minimum speed of a meteoroid when it enters the Earth's atmosphere. Pretty quick. That is faster than the Flash. How many stars make up the Big Dipper? Now that's an easy one. Just think about it. And say Space Case got that one. Oh. Now, see, I don't understand how it does the scoring here because Space Case got his answer in first, according to what I see. The American Radio Relay League. And that's one reason I don't use this to give away ducks, because I haven't figured out how it does the scoring. I don't think it's quite right. Yeah, Henry should have been second. Yeah, it doesn't score properly, I don't think. They need to work on this one. Let's see what we got here. American Radio Relay League. 1914. So World War. Jay, did they have radio in 1863? Telegraph, maybe. How many seconds are in a day? Quick, do some math. Let's see, 60 times. Oh, God. That's too much work for me. 60 times 24 times, yeah, something. Plus tax, yeah. 86,400. I had a funny feeling that Glenn had that. And so did Pop. All right. Yeah. I'm really good at math, but I really don't like math. Go figure. How many hearts does an octopus have? More than one. Well, I think it is 8. I seem to recall that it was 8. They got one in each leg or something. Let's see what we got here. Or is that how many stomachs a cow has? It's 3. Oh. Well, that puts Jay at the top. I was thinking of brains. Yeah, well, so it's got more than one brain as well, I guess. In what year did Pluto become reclassified as a dwarf planet? I know. I remember they took it out of being a planet, then they reclassified it as a dwarf planet so it can be a planet again. I can't remember what year it was that all happened though. For a few years, it wasn't a planet at all. So, I don't know. Justice for Pluto. Yeah. It was like 2005, maybe 2006. Pretty close. The Pops. Good job. Ooh. All right. What do we got? One more. What year was the first successful diode invented? That's some important electronic stuff there. I'm thinking the 60s, actually. I'm not sure, though. I don't think it was in the 1800s, but I could be wrong. $1904. Wow, I had no idea it was that long ago. We had diodes. Edo. 1904. Pops nailed it. Man, you're good at these science questions, Pops. No, we do have one more. How many eyes does a bee have? This is a repeat question. We had this a few weeks ago. So who remembers what the answer was? That's the question. Because I don't remember. I do remember it was less than I thought. All of them. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that answer. 5. A good one, Jay. It has 2 E's but no I's. Yeah, the scoring on this just doesn't make sense. I'm hoping they're going to add some new games and stuff at some point. And update the scoring maybe and make it work right. Pops, you did great. And look at that, Jay. You copied the right people. All right, well, let's get on to the word search game. We're going to... There's a... Let's see. I forget what the theme was. I have to find out in just a second. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. All right. Sports would be the theme. Not particularly types of sports, but words associated with sports. Do, 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 do. Don't exercise. That's a good one. Coach. Yeah, that one just stood out to me. It's not just polo. It's a type of polo. See, team. See, team. There you go. Water polo. Cost. Yeah, that would be, that would make sense. That's definitely associated with sports. It costs a lot to go see it. Somebody said throw, and you almost got it. But there's more than a single throw. Row. No, you're going the wrong way. More letters, not less. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I see it's right there. Got to use that letter that's part of exercise. Without the extra O, Henry. There you go. All right, let's see if I can get some more clues. Let's see. There you go. Title. You gotta. There's a place you go to work out. There's something you win at the Olympics. There's a part of a tennis game. And then there's a martial arts type sport. There you go, medal. I think I kind of gave that one away, didn't I? Boom, boom, boom. Bada, bada, bada. Love. Kung Fu. No, it does start with K, though. WWE wrestling. Ah. Boom, boom, boom. Bada, bada, bada. Space Case. You got really close, man. Really close. Which one, Matt? Oh. See, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's kickboxing. And they have a match. Is a part of a tennis match. Notice I said game. And a gym. That's where you go to work out. Oh, hey, how y'all doing? Well, we just jumped right on through there, didn't it? All right, we're going to go on to the little trivia sample game. People did say gym. Okay, I didn't see that. It just didn't pick it up. Yeah, they could do some improvements, especially considering how much I pay for this. And here is our little teaser trivia. 5 questions. These should be pretty easy. Ding, ding, ding. And I really love the first question. It's about my favorite band. And it just came up randomly. I didn't even put it in there. Well, actually, it's the second question, not the first one. No, this is not the first round logs. This is just a fun little 5-question trivia to warm people up. Now, in which state of America was Fresh Prince born and raised? Y'all know the song. And y'all do know the song. It was Pennsylvania, obviously. New Jersey. New Jersey. He would have talked a whole lot different if he was from New Jersey. What is the title of the Allman Brothers Band instrumental used as the theme to the BBC motoring show Top Gear? One of my best friends actually named his daughter after this song. Yeah, Top Gear was a great show. The BBC one was a great show. The US one, not so good. And it, of course, is Jessica. Or what? Sure was, but yeah, the answer was Jessica. Oh, who was the voice? Which of these voices wasn't a choice for the House AI in the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror short House of Wax? Oh, gosh. And I think that's George Clooney was not one of the choices. The other three were voices, if I interpret that correctly. Yeah, it's been so long since I watched a Treehouse of Horror, I actually don't remember that episode. I think I might have this set too short. But, yeah, George Clooney was the correct answer. What NBC sitcom once saw two of its characters try to pitch NBC on a sitcom about nothing? And anybody that watched, everybody should know this. The sitcom about nothing. The answer, of course, is Seinfeld. All those are good sitcoms, though. I enjoyed every one of those. Frasier and Seinfeld are probably my two favorites out of those. Love Seinfeld, of course. But I like Curb Your Enthusiasm even better, man. What a great show. Larry David, brilliant. Yeah, it's not showing us the answer. I got it too short. When did the TV show Rick and Morty first air on Adult Swim? Bob Dole and his amazing friends. Does Bob Dole have amazing friends? It's one of those. Let's see. That would be 2013 is the correct answer there. He had amazing friends. Okay. Ooh, yep, 2013. And Flat Earth Santa got 3, 3, 3, 3. Looks like everybody got about 3 right. Not bad, not bad. All right, and it is actually a minute past 9:30, so we can go ahead and start the trivia rounds. First round is an interesting one. Don't even know why this crossed my mind, but we've talked about a few of them recently, so I thought I would make a So there's been some interesting legal battles about copyrights and infringements and stuff like that throughout the years with comic books. Let's see if you know when certain ones happen. Things like that. I know a few of these you guys are very familiar with. Who sued Marvel in 2009 claiming rights to characters including Iron Man, Thor, and Spider-Man? That should be pretty easy. I think most of y'all got that right. Now, why would Stan Lee sue Marvel? He was part of Marvel the whole freaking time. That would be the estate of Jack Kirby. I do not know why it is not showing the answer before it progresses to the next one. Something is funny. But yes, the correct answer was the estate of Jack Kirby. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody knows this one if you know anything about Spawn. Funny thing is, once he got the rights, he turned around and sold them. Hey, a writer is also an artist. Hey, Travis, what's up, man? But yes, Neil Gaiman was the answer there. In 2013, who won the lawsuit granting them co-creator credit for the character Ghost Rider? Oh gosh. I'm gonna check this one real quick. Yep. The correct answer is Gary Friedrich. And that is the correct answer according to Google. He is considered the co-creator of Ghost Rider. Who did DC Comics sue in the 1950s for creating a character too similar to Superman? The funny thing is, I think all of these, everybody has a character similar to Superman. But I guess Fawcett got just a little too close, because Fawcett Comics was sued. So, Fawcett Comics, that's the correct answer there. It looks like most of you guys knew that. All right, which company filed a lawsuit against Marvel over the ownership of Howard the Duck? Which company? Okay, which person? Ooh. And he lost the battle, but it was Steve Gerber. He did not win ownership, but he tried to sue Marvel to get ownership of Howard the Duck. Marvel, however, retained the rights. Who filed a legal dispute over the rights to Superman in the early 2000s. Now, if y'all get this wrong, you have to give up your comic collecting card. Oh gosh. Yeah, I hear you, Mark. That's some real Roy Thomas shit right there. But obviously it was Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, heirs, tried to get the rights to Superman in the early 2000s. Why did Marvel sue the creators of the character Spawn? And why did Marvel sue Todd McFarlane? For copying Wolverine's origin story. I think that one's kind of obvious. Boom. Oh gosh. It had nothing to do with this character of Spawn, but the fact that he left Marvel without completing his contract. Yep, that's the truth right there, Mark. They were pissed. Now, which comic creator had a legal dispute with Image Comics over unpaid royalties for The Walking Dead? Oh gosh. And y'all are making assumptions because it was not Kirkman. It was Tony Moore. Tony Moore was the artist at the time. Yep, it was Tony. Travis knew. In 1992, Mirage Studios sued which toy company over Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles license? Ooh. And I have some of those toys made by them. Some really nice ones, actually, all things considered. I just hit numbers. And the answer to that is Playmates. Did they just get back some right? That would be me, Glenn. Or maybe you're talking about Mark over there at Legion. Which character's rights led to a court battle between Disney Marvel and Steve Ditko's estate in 2021? And probably only because he wanted, some of that movie money. And yes, the answer, of course, is Spider-Man. And that should end the round. Nope, it was Spider-Man. Henry. Good job, man. You got a duck. Very good. Will, what happened, man? One correct answer? Jeez. Mark, one correct answer? Come on, guys. Y'all know better than that. All right, we all should do better on the next one. And this one, Mark, this one's for you, man. Oh, maybe not. I know how much you love Marvel comics. Oh, okay. Yeah, Jay, you got on the podium, man. You copied the right one this time. You must have been copying Henry. Oh, yeah, this one's for Travis. Which obscure Marvel villain has the real name Zebediah Killgrave? Now this one's pretty easy. See, even Mark knew this one. The answer, of course, is the Purple Man. One of the most badass bad guys ever. Man, David Tennant was so awesome as him in Jessica Jones show. Oh. Which of these heroes was not a founding member of the original Avengers team? He wanted to be. He tried out. Tried to be a Fantastic Four member too. And eventually he wound up being a member for a while. But it was many, many decades later. And that would be Spider-Man once again. Ronald Acuna Jr. Is he an Avenger? If he could if he could stay healthy, he might be an Avenger. Yep, he was a new Avenger. In Marvel Comics, who wields the Unipower to become Captain Universe? Now, I'm not sure where this is actually. This is. What is this from? One of the crossover events? Well, I'm sure one of y'all know because a lot of you know the answer. It is a host chosen at random during times of crisis. Like the software is taking too long to compute the answers. But yes, it was. Captain Universe has appeared through the decades since the 80s. Okay. Which Marvel storyline featured the destruction of the multiverse leading to Battle World? What is that? The second Secret Wars? In And why don't they call it Secret Wars 2 instead of Secret Wars 2015? Third Secret Wars. Okay, well, then it should be Secret Wars 3. Planet of the Apes would be a great answer. Right, Secret Wars 2 was called Secret Wars 2. That's what I thought. Okay, what was the code name of the clone of Peter Parker who eventually became the Scarlet Spider? Yeah, that's a pretty easy one for Spider fans. Or even some that aren't Spider fans. I always liked his character. And as it seems everybody knows, even Jay knows, or he may be copying, it has been Riley. Of course you did. Vlogs trivia. You know what? I was considering that. I think I'm going to throw in some third rounds that are going to be trivia about somebody's channel on YouTube. So I could do like a trivia about Legion of Comics or Council of Comics or Boggs channel. I would have to disqualify whoever it is that I'm doing the trivia about those. So, you know, but it would be, I think that would be fun. Let me know what y'all think. Oh gosh. Oh, never mind. Oh, Clea. According to the great and wise one, it is the ancient one, actually. It is the ancient one. Mm-hmm. Which group of beings were created by the Celestials as a counterpart to the Eternals? Yeah, I think everybody knows it's not the first two. So it's between the third and the fourth. And the answer is the Deviants. Although more people have heard of the Inhumans and would assume it would be them. But Deviants it is. Henry knew, Brad knew, Jeff knew, Space Case knew. Which Marvel character was the first to break the fourth wall regularly in comics? Now we all know who does it all the time now, but who did it first? And the cool thing is, when they did the TV show, she did it in that too. She-Hulk. And it was one of the reasons I liked the old She-Hulk comic. Thought it was neat when she would turn and talk to the reader. Of course, Deadpool does it all the time now, but Deadpool wasn't around back in the 80s when She-Hulk did it. Which Marvel storyline ends with Scarlet Witch saying, "No more mutants"? I'm with Scarlet Witch. We don't need any more mutants. There's enough of them. Avengers disassembled. Nope. It is House of M. Yeah, it was a great story. Too modern. Yeah. And on to the last question of the round in the comics. Who founded the mutant hunting robot project known as the Sentinels? And I hope y'all know this one. Anybody that reads X-Men should know it. Yeah, looks like pretty much everybody knows it. It's Bolivar Trask. Trask. Peter Dinklage. Hey, that sounds good. I like that guy. All right. Little man syndrome. Rad. Good job, man. You got a duck. You only won 9 out of 10. Wow. Awesome. And on to round 3. Because my hangout is supposed to start in about 5 minutes. Not going to quite start that one on time. But this should be fun. Looney Tunes. Who knows your old cartoons? I figured we're going to jump back in time because Looney Tunes are timeless. And we all know Bugs Bunny, Porky Pig, Yosemite Sam. Back to the first question. It has to do with a wild hare. What is the full... No, that confuses me. Next question. What is the full name of the character known as Yosemite Sam? Who knows Yosemite Sam's full name? Are y'all copying Jay? Really? The correct answer is Samuel Rosenbaum, apparently. Yep. Google verifies that Samuel Rosenbaum is the correct answer. Now, this one, I mean, what could it be? What character first appeared in 1940 in a cartoon called A Wild Hare? Who could that be? And that would be the birth of Bugs Bunny. The first Bugs Bunny cartoon, A Wild Hare. Oh yeah, we all watched those reruns. And we thought they were for kids, but they weren't. They were made for adults, actually. Entertainment for adults at the theaters. But kids too. Shrinking hairy red monster guy. I like him. I forget his name though. But the answer was Bugs Bunny. Which composer created most of the original Looney Tunes musical scores? Do you remember? It's on the credits. Gossamer. That's it. You got it, Jay. As soon as I saw that, I knew it. Raymond Scott, didn't he write the Star Spangled Banner or something. But yes, it is Carl Stalling, number 4. Beethoven. Actually, there was probably some Beethoven in some Looney Tunes cartoons. The Dover Boys. Yes, I do. Actually. What phrase is famously used by Porky Pigs in many cartoons? Bend over. Yeah, you're hilarious. Yeah, that's a tough one there, man. Did somebody actually say 2? Henry. That's all, folks. Foghorn Leghorn, one of my favorites too. Love the southern accent. I say there, boy. And the answer, of course, is that's all, folks. Except for that one time he goes, son of a bitch. Sure y'all have seen that one. In what cartoon short did Daffy Duck first appear? Somebody mentioned it earlier. Rabbit season. Duck season. That's Porky's Duck Hunt. Do-do-do-do. You know, one of my favorites, one of my all-time favorite Looney Tune cartoons was well, I think there's a question about it, so I can't really say yet. Which Looney Tunes character was originally voiced by Mel Blanc and speaks in a lisp? I think the lisp kind of gives it away. It's 10 o'clock. Time to start the community hangout. It'll be just a few minutes late. And that, of course, is Sylvester the cat. But Mel Blanc, talk about an amazing voice actor. I mean, nobody will ever compare to him. Sam and Ralph. Yeah, Sam and Ralph is great. And the answer to question 6 is Sylvester the cat. Hey, Marvin the Martian. He had a loyal canine companion. What was his name? Robin Williams. Robin Williams did voice acting? I mean, he could have done voice acting. God knows he was good enough. And just kind of like the police dogs are known as, K9. There's the K9. Oh, of course he did Genie. How could I forget? So yeah, the answer to that is number 3, K9. What are you, a little robot dog? I think. In Duck Amuck, who is revealed to be the animator tormenting Daffy Duck. Remember, he's erasing and drawing stuff and just messing with Daffy the whole time. And at the end of the cartoon, you find out who it is. And who else would it be? the answer, of course, is good old Bugs Bunny himself. Yeah, I always, Roadrunner, Wile E. Coyote was one of my favorites. Saturday mornings, I really looked forward to that. Pooh Bear. Now, Pooh, when I was a real little, I still have the stuffed Pooh Bear that I slept with as a baby. The stuffing's not there anymore, but hey. Of course, the answer was Bugs Bunny. What is the name of the opera singer Elmer Fudd parodies in What's Opera Doc? So he was parodying a real-life opera singer. What was that singer's name? Jeez. And y'all jump on the one you recognize. I see that. The answer was number 2, Siegfried. I think Don Giovanni came a few years after that cartoon was made. I'm not sure, but I think so. Yeah, everybody picked the Italian name, Don Giovanni. Which character often ends up being outsmarted by a small brown mouse named Hubie and his partner Bertie? And that's one of my favorite cartoons of all time. They come down through the chimney and they take all the furniture and glue it to the ceiling. Absolutely hilarious. They mess Claude Cat up. So yes, the answer is Claude Cat, number 3. And I forget the name of the cartoon, but I'll have to look that one up because that is absolutely one of my favorite cartoons of all time. When that cat wakes up and sees everything glued to the ceiling and thinks he's on the ceiling and tries to jump to what he thinks is the floor, oh, just too funny. Pops, man, you had a good night. Woo-woo. And Jay, man, you're on the podium again. How about that? All right. We got 3 duck winners, and now we are going on. Type in DuckTales. You know, it's my favorite all-time cartoon. So just hashtag DuckTales, and let's see who gets a free duck without having to know a thing. See how many we got here today. So we got about 16 in chat, 13. Okay. See if we can get 13 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 entries so far. 5 more. I'll give y'all about 1 more minute. Hey, Cliff. Showed up in time for the giveaway. Well, for the free duck giveaway. Oh, gosh. Yeah, see, I was watching Council of Comics, and y'all about put me to sleep over there, so I was almost a little late starting. Luckily, the stream starts automatically, and I was sitting here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 10. Anybody else? I'm gonna count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Well, got one in there. All right. Yeah, y'all didn't put me to sleep. I was just tired. All right, here we go. Round and round she goes. Who gets the free duck this week? Hey, Lady F. Man, you didn't get entered into the free duck drawing. Sorry. Cliff comes in at the last minute and gets a duck. All right, man. All right, that's it for now. I'm 7 minutes late starting my community hangout, so come join us over there. I'll be there in just a minute. I'm glad y'all could make it. It was a pretty good one. I enjoyed it. Hope y'all did too. And I'll see you at the community hangout.